In the glittering world of celebrity romances, where headlines often paint pictures of intertwined destinies and shared spotlights, Katy Perry's latest entanglement with Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau stands out not just for its unlikely pairing but for the singer's unyielding sense of self. As whispers of their connection turned into confirmed sightings, sources close to the pop icon reveal a dynamic where Perry remains firmly in control, her independence a beacon that outshines the political allure Trudeau brings to the table. This isn't a tale of two stars colliding in mutual need. It's a story of a woman who's built an empire on her own terms, now entertaining a liaison that adds spice without compromising her core. The romance between Perry and Trudeau first caught the public's eye in the balmy days of July, a time when summer flings feel like the natural order of things. Just a month prior, Perry had stepped away from her engagement to actor Orlando Bloom, a decision that seemed to free her up for new horizons. Yet even as she navigated the fresh air of singledom, her life remained anchored by the joys and responsibilities of motherhood. Perry and Bloom, despite their romantic chapter closing, continue to co-parent their daughter, Daisy Dove Bloom, with the kind of grace that speaks volumes about maturity in the face of fame. Born on August 26, 2020, little Daisy arrived as a symbol of hope and renewal for Perry, nearly a year after her engagement to Bloom had been announced with all the fanfare it deserved. That bond with her child isn't just a footnote in Perry's story, it's the foundation upon which her independence is built, a reminder that no romance, no matter how high profile, can eclipse the priorities she set for herself. Trudeau, on the other hand, enters this narrative from a world of calculated public images and relentless scrutiny. As Canada's 23rd Prime Minister, his life is a tapestry woven with policy debates, international summits, and the ever-present gaze of the media. Married to Sophie Gregoire in 2005, Trudeau built a family life that mirrored his progressive persona. 3 children who grew up in the shadow of Parliament Hill, a partnership that spanned nearly 2 decades until its dissolution in 2023. The annulment of that marriage marked a personal pivot for Trudeau, one that perhaps left him seeking connections beyond the rigid structures of political life. Enter Perry, whose vibrant energy and unapologetic authenticity must feel like a breath of fresh air in his otherwise scripted existence. But according to those in Perry's inner circle, the scales of this relationship tip heavily in her favor. Justin needs this relationship way more than Katy does, and everybody around her knows that, confided one source, painting a picture of asymmetry that's as intriguing as it is empowering for the singer. For Perry, who sold millions of albums, headlined global tours, and reinvented herself time and again, from the candy-coated whimsy of one of the boys to the introspective fire of Witness, a romance with Trudeau is an exciting detour, not a lifeline. She's no stranger to the spotlight. In fact, she thrives in it, turning personal milestones into anthems that resonate with fans worldwide. Her career trajectory is a testament to self-reliance. Launching her own record label, Katy Perry Collections, diving into ventures like her shoe line with CoverGirl, and even venturing into judging roles on shows like American Idol. These aren't the moves of someone desperate for validation. They're the hallmarks of a woman who's mastered the art of standing tall. Contrast that with Trudeau's position. Politics, for all its power, is a fickle mistress. Relevance in that arena often hinges on public perception, and a connection to a global superstar like Perry injects a dose of youthful vigor into his image. The source didn't mince words. Katy doesn't want or need any more of that stuff, but it's Justin's lifeblood and the only thing that's keeping him relevant. It's a stark observation, one that underscores how celebrity can serve as currency in the political sphere. Trudeau's charm offensive, think those shirtless yoga photos from vacations or his viral moments with world leaders, has long been part of his brand. But in an era where leaders face burnout and backlash, linking arms with Perry could be the reinvention he craves. Imagine the optics: strolls through Ottawa's tulip-lined paths, casual dinners that blend maple syrup diplomacy with pop chart conquests. For Perry it's fun, for him it's fuel. Delving deeper into Perry's world, her independence isn't just a buzzword, it's a philosophy forged in the fires of early struggles. Born Catherine Elizabeth Hudson in Santa Barbara, California, to Pentecostal pastor parents, Perry's path to stardom was anything but paved with gold. She started as a gospel singer under her birth name, releasing a Christian album that barely made waves. It was her bold pivot to secular pop, complete with hits like "I Kissed a Girl," that shattered expectations and ceilings alike. That song alone sparked debates on sexuality and identity, positioning Perry as a provocateur unafraid to challenge norms. Through divorces like her brief marriage to Russell Brand in 2010, and the highs and lows of fame, she's emerged wiser, more centered. Her 2020 album Smile, inspired by her journey through postpartum challenges and personal growth, encapsulated this resilience. Tracks like Never Really Over remind listeners that healing is non-linear, much like the romances that pepper her life. Now, with Trudeau in the mix, one can't help but wonder how this plays out against her maternal duties. Co-parenting Daisy with Bloom requires a delicate balance, one that Perry has handled with poise. Public glimpses, whether it's Perry's Instagram posts of Daisy's whimsical birthday parties or Bloom's tales of family hikes, show a united front. This setup allows Perry the freedom to explore without the weight of full-time romantic entanglements. Trudeau, childless in this new chapter post-divorce, might find inspiration in her blended family model. His own fatherhood, raising Xavier, Alagrace, and Hadrian with Gregoire, was marked by efforts to normalize a prime ministerial childhood. Think homemade Halloween costumes amid security details. Yet, the end of that marriage likely reshaped his views on partnership, making Perry's low-pressure vibe all the more appealing. As their romance blossoms, public fascination grows. Paparazzi shots of them at low-key events, perhaps a concert after-party or a diplomatic soiree turned date night, fuel speculation. But insiders emphasize Perry's boundaries. She's not relocating to Rideau Cottage, nor is she angling for a role in Canadian policy. Instead, she's the one setting the pace, deciding when to blend worlds and when to retreat to her Los Angeles sanctuary. This autonomy extends to her professional life. With rumors of new music swirling, Perry's focus remains on creation, not concession. Trudeau's schedule, packed with G7 meetings and domestic agendas, means their time together is stolen moments, not a full immersion, perfect for someone as self-sufficient as Perry.